live. Say yay again.
Why?
Because I'm making sure you pick up on the mic.
Yay!
Yay!
Monotone yays.
Monotone yay. All right. My daughter has convinced me to play Cooking Companion. Companions. And we're going to give it a go. I am getting totally Doki Doki Literature Club vibes just from the artwork of Steam here.
I've seen it before. I've seen Elsie. So this is a brand new ride for him.
Yep, I don't really know anything about this game besides that it's a little gory, I guess? Maybe?
Not really.
Not really? Okay. It's implied.
Yeah, it gets big.
Well, I mean, spoilers.
I didn't imply why.
Ah.
Damn.
We're going to hit play on Steam and see if Steam Labs here is smart enough.
Hello. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes. Give it a second. You were lying to me this whole time, making me think this is some freaky game. And here it is. Yay!
That's the point.
Read it. Is this a double freak out? Like, hold on. Game capture. Properties.
Oh, great.
Alright, we are gonna transform this. Hit the screen. Here we go. Alright. Go to options. There we go. Rollback slide. Skip mode. Message speed.
Why you got it going so fast? We gotta be able to read it. They don't talk.
They don't talk? Alright then. We should be able to read that.
We gotta talk.
Alright, oh, are we gonna voice act this?
Yes.
Awesome. How come we can't turn the ambience up?
Because you don't get to.
Alright. This looks so wholesome. Why did you...
That's the point. I was setting you up for failure.
Alright, this game is not suitable for children. Oh my god! Or those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? What happened if I click no? What happened? What happens if I click no? Does it just close?
I think so.
Let's find out. It just goes anyway. You don't get a choice. All right. Day is turning into night. Better head home and eat dinner.
Oh, or do you just... Oh, no. The cabin is completely silent. Oh, no, this is different. What do you want to check out? Oh, this is different.
Why is this different?
I've never seen this.
You've never seen them? I've unlocked a special ending by not knowing what the fuck to do. All right. Ooh, the basement door. Yeah, let's go right there. Let's look at the bookshelf. You browse the shelf of books. All of these are too complicated and gross for you. Okay.
You want to... Early on, something I'm going to tell you really early on, you want to repetitively click on things if you want to know what's actually going on.
Ah, okay, good lore. The cupboards are bare and nothing looks appetizing in here. What do you want to check out? Look out the window. You're hungry. That's a waste of time. What do you want to check out?
Well,
the window's gone now.
Yeah.
The bathroom. You're too afraid of the bathroom right now. What do you want to check out? Bedroom.
Oh, don't mind the crack in the floor.
I see a crack in the floor and mouse hole. It's not time for bed yet. You're very hungry right now. What do you want to check out? The kitchen. The cupboards are bare and nothing looks appetizing in here. What do you want to check out?
Oh.
Fine, we'll go to the basement door.
Don't mind the hole.
What? What? Yeah, that looks like a wholesome basement. The basement door is already unlocked. You open the door, ready to traverse the basement.
I'll actually deal with the bait.
Thanks for playing. I win! Cooking companions. Sleeping on the job. Achievement unlocked.
It's something.
I'm gonna ping the boys and say we're playing Cooking Companion. What's that noise? Don't giggle like that. Ah!
Creeping starvation. Closed.
I don't like the titles of these songs.
I have a feeling there's a jump scare at the end of this.
I'm streaming Cooking Companions with the daughter unit.
I don't like those shinky shink sounds. Stop shinking, people. Stop it.
What the fuck?
Nah. Why is it doing that?
Embrace cheese. Embrace cheese? I'm just typing on my Discord, one of my Discords I hang out a lot, and saying, hey, I just beat the game by clicking no at the beginning of the game.
Doing great.
And I win.
Why is it chinking?
I don't know why it's chinking. Is it supposed to be like those like 30mm slides? You know,
It might be.
You ever have
Oh, no.
Oh, and me. How cool. You're welcome. I spent like $8 on this.
Why are you moving?
Sorry.
Okay. Yay! Why are you skipping over them?
Can I load game? Nope.
That's well, you press the load game button.
I did hit load game. There's no game.
Okay,
There's no
then press new game. Oh, this is where some spooky stuff is.
spooky stuff. All right, new game. Yes, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue?
Yeah.
Yes. Look how wholesome this is. Look at the music. It's great. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing.
Okay, right off the bat, who are you immediately drawn to?
Like, what do you mean?
Just like, who immediately catches your eye?
Well, the redhead chick, because she's put at the end and the body, the way that, like, there's like an art thing to it. Like, see how there's like a line right here?
I was just wondering.
And so there's a line here, and then there's a sharp line here because the way her hair is and everything.
Yeah.
So your eyes are immediately drawn here and here down to. I could use the mouse so other people can see. There's a line here, and then there's a line here, so you're immediately drawn to here. So you're kind of looking right at her.
Yeah. Okay, I was just wondering.
Plus, she has big boobs.
Waiting for that. At least you're honest. Alright. Fine.
Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Finally, A place I can read a good book in peace.
I can't wait to ah! Achoo! Awesome. Sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. Get those allergies under control, Mariah.
Why is her name in red?
Everyone has a colored name, Dad.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease, we can make this cabin shine.
So are you volunteering to clean, Gregor?
No. Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out to get what we need. I can do that. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy.
I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Mariah from dying due to this dust. That's such a weak laugh. Hey!
Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen.
Look at this little squirrel. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly.
I think I'll go foraging outside with over, oh my god, with over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds. We're bound to be treasure up here. There's bound to be treasure up here.
Roughing it is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds would be the most delicious. I can't read.
Most certainly not.
What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Anatoly?
I can figure that out.
You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly.
You know what that means?
Not immediately.
So in the olden days, I think they still kind of do it. The miners would take a canary with them into the mines. Mm-hmm. And so when they were mining, if they hit a pocket of gas, I don't remember what type of gas, just like carbon monoxide,
the canary would
die or pass out before the humans because the canaries are so small.
And they'd be like, oh no.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
They would GTFO. Yeah.
Okay.
But what's cool is they got so attached to the canaries that they actually started building cool contraptions to keep the canaries alive.
Oh, that's sweet.
I mean, you're down there and the only noise you're hearing is the sound of old men just, with pickaxes and explosions and whatever else they were doing down there.
So little.
And the little canary was,
being a bird.
Being a bird.
I'm not ending up a corpse here.
Eek! Keep both eyes up, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is...
Anatoly!
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Maria. Got carried away again.
I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals.
If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we've brought.
You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. Hey, Anatoly and Mariah are getting food. Gregor is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef.
Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod.
Very excited to try your cooking.
All right, everyone. Let's get to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Mariah, Antonio, Anatoly, Gregor.
There you go.
Got that one. The 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone.
I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking.
Oh no. To save the game, right-click or hit the escape button on your keyboard to pull up the menu. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels or exit to the title screen to view unlockables. Please note, going back to the main menu or exiting the game without saving will remove progress you've made. Be sure to save.
Do you have any experience making meals?
You're only being partially just talking that way. The mic's...
Do you have any experience making meals? Okay, you might want to save here. Escape. Alright, back. supplies. And if you want, we can come back and see what else she said.
I'm gonna say probably not. I'm extremely. Yeah, I'm gonna say probably not. I'm extremely lazy.
Surprised. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Let me know if you need help with anything. I'm pretty good with a knife. Karen looks pleased with your answer. Perhaps this is the beginning of a wonderful relationship. Karen will remember that.
Oh boy.
Friendship points. It's a lie.
What?
Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Hi, Karen. Karen heads to the living room and starts dusting a little bit. What?
It's totally wholesome.
Yeah.
That is 100% wholesome. She remembers that, and she likes me more for being honest.
You decide to look around the kitchen to find the ingredients for the meal tonight.
You never know what you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once.
I don't know if it would tell you or not.
Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? Cupboards. First two cupboards are empty. Anatoly
There you go.
must have put the supplies somewhere else. Check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. The cupboards. Check the cupboards underneath the sink. You found a dead mouse.
Yummy.
This would be a great gift to give to I feel like the game's trying to set me up for failure with that line. Not cool. You added
Dead mouse to your inventory.
You put the dead mouse back in the cupboard. Karen's not ready for the dead mouse yet. You notice the letter L engraved in the left side of the cupboard. What a fitting gravestone for the mouse.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Alright.
Why'd I put the mouse back? Why can't I pick up the mouse again?
Nope.
Ooh.
There's nothing but cobwebs back here. Thankfully, no spiders. You look at the wood logs closer. Surprised. This is just a pile of Norway spruce. Norway spruce won't burn as hot as logs from an oak tree. I struggle.
This is true.
These would be useless during a snowfall.
This is true. They're good for kindling.
Mm-hmm. You reconsider your views on Norway spruce. It's less dense and won't fill the cabin with a heavy smell. Flies aren't anywhere near here. Probably into that one. Yeah. Drawers.
You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. You check the drawers above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing. You check the drawers above the firewood. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might. What the?
It's the trumpets! It's time! Trumpets, sound off! Never fear, Onion is here!
Bread! Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion.
Okay. Always Merry Raspberry! Oh, that hurt. Potato?
I'm a potato. Cabbage stuffed me in this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping.
Where are the trumpets? Why talk with those boring humans? All I have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret trumpet recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef.
I like potato.
I thought you'd like bread more.
Nope. Potato, he's like so deadpan.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Are you trying to think of a potato
I am
joke?
trying to think of a potato joke. You know me too well.
Yeah.
Look, it's a little starchy up in here.
Oh my god. You can find unlocked recipes in the main menu under extras, but be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card. Roasted eggplant with some sesame and pomegranate, meat-free.
Food's here.
You unlocked your first recipe. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Trumpets. Let's move out.
Such a wholesome game. Cabbage rudely slams the door closed, or the drawer closed. You wonder if what you just saw was real. You're slightly worried about what that means for your mental state.
But only
Only slightly.
Hi, Karen. Hey. Did you find the supplies? Shake your head. Anatoly lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. There you go. You got the emergency supplies. Hi, Karen.
Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood, Norwegian spruce, and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew.
Yummy.
In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Place some butter in the saucepan. You melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it for about 10 minutes, making a good caramelization on the onions.
In which the recipes that they give you, it is like an actual recipe card.
It sounds, this is how you would cook it.
Yeah, and with the trumpets, the recipe cards they give you are actual, like...
Actual recipe card? Oh, that's so cool!
So,
look, honey, I'm learning how to cook through video games. You like...
The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect!
I like them caramelized. On a little bit of a lower heat, and you can
The difference between our perfects, mine was more angry, and yours was like, perfect. I was like, perfect.
Oh, that sounds like it's like a shaker. Okay. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Really? So do you leave the onions in?
I think so. Hours
pass. Oh yeah, it is a stew.
Yeah.
We're back! More firewood than you'll ever need. We found some wild sorrel. What the hell's that? What's sorrel? Mushroom?
It's probably a kind of mushroom.
Kind of mushroom.
Here.
Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty.
Don't click off. Oh man, you already did it.
Can I go back? I don't have the back button.
Type of sour grass.
Type of what?
That's wood.
Wood sorrel. Wild sorrel.
Here's from May to August.
Let me read it. So I can read it to this stream. Romans used to eat it. I need to read the top. Or is it just some stupid intro? Common sorrel, sheep sorrel, and wood sorrel. The green and edible leaves and stalks are delicious. These distinctive perennial herbs have a lemony or sharp apple taste. Sorrel in all its forms and varieties are truly delicious additions to salads and is regularly used as an herb in its own right. Plant has diuretic properties and is high in vitamins such as A, B, and C. In the past, has also been used to prevent scurvy. It is also a good source of potassium, which may help reduce blood pressure and water retention. Look at that. See, nature provides.
Anatoly's burying the lead. We saw a red deer.
Ooh. Mama Maria spotted it.
Mariah.
Mama Mariah. Mariah.
Yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. Ah!
That should come not as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here.
Oh, 160?
Don't worry, Maria. I'm sure they're all in the bathroom or something.
Mariah. No.
It's Maria now.
Okay. Okay.
Mariah.
Almost all of them were near the couch. Ah! I was going to sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then.
And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Maria. I can sleep anywhere, so I'll sleep in the rocking chair. What? I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case any of them swarm the couch.
Thanks, Gregor.
Karen and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom.
I'll just sleep on the floor.
Thanks, big guy.
Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly, I snore louder than a lumberyard. I couldn't.
Eek!
Sweet dreams, chump.
You turn your back to your bubbling stew and try a bite.
Turn back. Ta-da.
This tastes pretty good.
You cooked vegetable stew.
Look at me. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Look at this, such a wholesome game. Oh wow, this smells delicious. Thank you.
You must be a world-class chef.
Karen takes a bite.
It's bland as hell. Karen! Tastes like every other vegetable stew I've ever had. So generic.
Probably could use some meat next time.
Gross.
For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragia Vesca, also known as strawberries, for some jam.
That sounds like something you would do. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak.
Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. That was a pretty harsh transition.
Oh, Gregor. Oh, this.
Why are you so happy about the day transition? Anyway.
Oh,
Hey, you up?
great.
How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night, I didn't even need a blanket.
Oh. I just realized something. Oh. Oh, no. Okay. That's something I'm gonna get because I've seen the whole thing. What time is it?
About 1 hour until dawn.
Oh, she mad. Will you two pipe down? Trying to sleep over here. How mad she is.
Gregor, the birds outside aren't making any much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food.
I honestly can't see the trees outside right now. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night?
There was a small one in the bathroom.
Eek! Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Turns a little pale.
Karen's messing with you, Mariah. Let's find some more of that wild sorrel today.
Ah!
If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout.
I'm guessing he did. That one.
Yeah. What's with you and meat, big guy?
Anatoly's herbalism books stated that there are many more species of plant to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know I'm not into meat. That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing.
Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today.
That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Haha. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries.
I love blackthorn berries. Haha. Well, we'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today?
You
I
nod.
nod.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Don't steal anything, okay?
She is not a morning person.
No. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a hop to their step.
You're alone, but thankfully have a drawer of chompettes to keep you company.
Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then today will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? Save. Save. Yeah. Alright. Don't go in the basement.
Don't go in the basement?
Not yet, no. Talk to the chompettes.
You're recommending talk to the chompettes. I mean, it did hint it in the whole, hey, at least I have chompettes to talk to.
Talk to the chompettes. Hello, chompettes. I'm definitely mentally sane. Hello! She said it for me. Hi, Cabbage.
You almost crapped yourself.
The other chompettes are somewhere in the basement. Why had you say? I'm so nice. So it's just us today. How about some fun cabbage facts? Click.
I was trying to think of a cabbage pun.
Just keep clicking. You'll think of one once we
I'll get to the root of it later.
Oh my God. Dad!
Cabbage is a root vegetable. No, it's not a root vegetable. It's
Oh.
a leaf. They're just weeds, right?
No.
They're tasty weeds.
You shake your head. Great!
Yeah.
Cabbage has 24 calories and 100 grams and is a great source of vitamins K and C. Purple cabbage has even more vitamin C than green cabbage. Maybe you should ask Anatoly why that is when he gets back. Globally, Russia eats the most cabbage.
Huh.
Pretty cool, right? I should have been a scholar instead of world-class comedian. Since you've been so patient today, I will give you the trumpet's secret recipe for words I don't know how to say.
Lebanese style tabbouleh.
Perfect. You
Right.
can talk.
Tabbouleh.
Not your normal meal, but I think you'll enjoy it. You're not sure. Check out the recipe. Go sure to save beforehand.
Go to the main menu under gallery. To save beforehand.
Well, my work here is done. That's why they gave you 10 pages.
There we go.
Title screen. Yeah, we just saved.
Cabbage!
Under extras, right? With so many cabbage dishes here, how could Cabbage not be the leader of the Chompettes? Heck, she is even in the logo. Just don't let her tell you the complete history of Halakuka.
Something.
Yeah. 8 inches wide, 39 ounces. Pro tip: for an easier time, cut the cabbage in half and then cut the halves into quarter.
Go down.
Fun fact, cabbage has been cultivated for more than 6,000 years.
Wow. Okay, the recipes are further down.
Well, that's an actual fucking recipe.
I told you.
Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate. Vegan. You need 2 eggplants, 1/4 of a cup of tania sesame paste, olive oil, lemon juice, salt, pepper, seeds from 1 pomegranate.
Told you.
Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Have the eggplant and cut off the green ends.
See? Also vegan.
Dice the onions. Wow, that looks edible. Alright.
Well, my work here is done. Chompets, mosey out. Can you put me in the drawer? I want to surprise the others later. You're extremely relieved that Cabbage just stopped talking. You shut the drawer, as per her request. You look over the supplies and start planning your next meal. We're back.
Knock it off, Maria. Pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not.
Who knew the big guy would be so scared of...
Shut up! You don't understand.
I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Mariah laughed so hard your ears ring. I can't do that. Thanks. Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop Mariah from hyperventilating?
Absolutely
not. One less mouth to feed, right?
Jeez. You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable.
Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin.
Quite the selection of berries.
We also found more lions.
We also found some more wild sorrel.
Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone is looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. You first bring a large pot of water to boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixer bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, and egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. Use your hands to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, and then you roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. Place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. You cooked cabbage rolls!
That does sound actually pretty good.
Mariah looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Can't speak today.
And Tony looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled.
You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite.
What's with the...
That's pretty darn good.
Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is.
Why does Mariah look so stressed out?
I don't know.
The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Put some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later.
Incredible! It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. This really was something special.
Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. I don't know what's going on with that mysterious thing there.
That like kind of burn spot there?
Not happening. Settle in and go to bed. One goes to bed full.
Tomorrow will be another great day. This game's wholesome. I don't know what you're talking about. Good morning, everyone!
Again, Gregor. How mad she is.
Can't you just let us sleep in? Not today.
Why?
Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour.
Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while.
Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish not to go out and look for food today.
You really think it will flood? Look how traumatized she looks.
Yeah. Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. Great little line reading.
You're losing it, Gregor. Well, that's the point. She's being silent,
I
so I'm
know.
just going.
I know. I was making fun of the dot there. And,
There's nothing
and you just
to
said
worry
nothing,
about.
So perfect.
I think Gregor's right, Karen. It wouldn't hurt to prepare for the worst.
I think she's right, Karen.
Poor Karen getting teamed up.
Fail to prepare. Prepare to fail. And let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There's plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt.
I love his little squirrel.
Give me a few minutes, and I'll plot out our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy.
Anatole and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Karen are still hanging around. Unfortunately, in life, you can't make everyone happy. I'm giving a choice to speak to the character. Choose wisely. Only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. I recommend you talk to Mariah.
I mean, I already talked to Karen once. Her heart thing went up once.
I recommend you talk to Mariah.
All right.
Mariah is paging through some of the books on the bookshelf. You walk over to her. There are some great books here. Which one is your favorite?
I'm getting it. I'm gonna say the romantic one.
Okay. Oh yeah? I read a few random pages. Seems pretty melodramatic. Why is everyone crying all the time? Shrug. Maybe the ending deems it, but from what I've read, this book is hot garbage. Sorry. Mariah looks pretty disappointed in your answer. There are definitely some better books you could be reading. I'll give you my list of recommendations later. You hear a cheer from the other two. Sounds like the two are wrapping up their meeting.
Should I choose a different one? Go back.
Probably. Oh, me too. Metal, however the hell you say that.
Metallurgy.
Is so interesting. I'm curious about what alloy composition our cauldron is. I haven't seen one like that before. Anyway, great choice. You think Mariah will remember that?
Okay, and let's see what the other one.
And if you want to keep one, we can.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be the crafting one.
I already read the entire thing. It wasn't scary at all. Very surface level horror, a cheap imitation of real horror. Ending with a woman screaming, does that even count as an ending? You tell her it's a prequel to another book. Kidding, right? I've lost all faith in authors. You know Frankenstein, right? I didn't mean the 1931 film. I mean the book by Mary Shelley. It started with a boat around the North Pole. It definitely had more to say than the film. Or this book. Mariah is judging your choice, actually. You're pretty sure she'll remember that.
Crafting.
Okay. Didn't know you were so smart. Let's talk again later, okay?
You start to blush a little. You hear a cheer from the other room. Sounds like the two are wrapping up their meeting. Gregor and Anatole have come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Hey, can you cook something while we're out?
You nod.
Thank you. Alright, everyone. We have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds.
Alright, I won't make a dictation on where you want to go this time.
The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself.
Do you want to save first? Or...
What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen.
Oh. Going to the kitchen.
Huh? Radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did someone leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. It seems to be broken.
Listen to it first.
Better hold on to this.
Okay. You got the strange radio.
Before you cook dinner, what should you check out?
Savior.
I'm dropping the hints enough. Already did the kitchen, so let's check out the bedroom.
More to inspect in a space.
Well, I haven't seen it, the image of it yet. That's weird. There's like a hole over here, and there's like knocked over, an empty bird cage.
Where's
creepy
the map?
Map.
It's the map they're talking about. Poor Anatole. Karen's snoring is so loud she even wakes you up sometimes. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up, though? Probably not. You wait around for the others to return. That wasn't a very productive day. Mariah's back early today. Good. Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly's found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others, but I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched numbers, and we won't have enough food, even with rationing. Last if there's a big storm and we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great
That's a weird smile.
job with the meal so far. You're very sweet. Mariah blushing a little bit. Mariah, for that.
I like how you said Mariah there.
What, when I said she'll remember it?
Yeah, no, the way you said Mariah to help me remember it's Mariah.
Oh. Can you maybe teach me to cook sometime?
I nod.
Looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold a cooking class here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin.
Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries.
Ham is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes.
Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring?
I'm not smiling, Burger.
Eek! You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out.
Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning.
So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome! You're such an optimistic big guy. Optimus, big guy. Optimus Prime Gregor.
Oh my god.
We must have walked a few miles today. Glorious sights. You can even see snow on the tips of the mountains.
That's gorgeous, not glorious.
Gorgeous, whatever.
Rumble sounded like a dying calf.
You look from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Mariah.
Mariah, I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Ah! Guilty. Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honestly.
Except for you. You search your mind for
You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem.
Those who have it do not want it. Those who have at least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy.
Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it! Is it hunger? Correct.
Aw, no being at the end.
Yeah, I was gonna guess that. You notice how it just went. It was gone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that important?
A little.
Huh.
When the music drops, you want to pay a bit more attention to what we're saying. What was that whole conversation about?
Hungry. I mean, they're dropping lots of good hints that we're gonna run out of food.
Oh, yeah.
And the storm picture here seems pretty
Yeah, okay.
foreshadowy too.
Okay.
So, what's on the menu tonight, chef?
Bread and jam.
Bread and jam.
Crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. Bing! You've cooked raspberry jam and bread.
Bear cupboards.
That bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look at a gift horse in the mouth.
But this is homemade jam is to die for. Haha. Sorry.
No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah, that's you.
Mariah.
Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal. You got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. Go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream.
Uh-oh.
Something is riding on your back. It's the first scare. It's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. Wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in the cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you exhausted all other options. Come out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom could you slip and fall to your knees. Lean back, trying to see thing underneath the waters. But it won't drown. It won't drown. Drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. Try swimming ashore.
Speak a little louder into the mic.
But it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. Gaze up at the sky. Feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you see the bottom. Take your last gas. Back, staring at your eyes. This is the first jump scare, by the way, so after you click. But you don't even have the air in the lungs to scream. Wake in a cold sweat. Now that's going to be in the extras. Every time there's a jump scare like that, at the end of most days, there's a jump scare.
Well, don't ruin the jump scare. It's a jump scare. By telling me there's a jump scare coming, I'm ready for it, even though I still slightly jumped.
Dream.
Wake up! Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep.
What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up?
It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud.
Ugh. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning.
Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed.
Okay, I won't tell you.
Appreciate it.
Shut up.
Dots, except for you. You can't fall back to sleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Anatoly sounds petrified. I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today.
Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow. Okay. Before I go any further. Have you developed a favorite or anything yet?
Why are you asking me if I developed a favorite?
Just asking.
You're my favorite.
Okay. In game.
I don't know, Mariah a little? You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen.
Why the hell not? All he has going for him.
He's also good at chopping wood, though. Haha. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think you'll clear up tomorrow?
I give it a 27% chance of clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on the local participation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it?
Couldn't make it past the cover.
Is that right?
Yes?
That bookshelf has some great artisans crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust?
How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow?
It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of. Mariah begins to explain the meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to equation equals 0. So the first thing you need to understand, minutes of exclamation feel like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently, he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Everybody claps. Proud.
Mariah, that was awe-inspiring.
You lost me a few minutes in. But that's okay.
I didn't understand a word of it. Ha ha! Yeah. Anatoly turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you.
Me too.
It looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on this jam. Just give me more crusty bread.
Good for you. With everyone strained in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out of the kitchen while everyone's still talking. Get out some crusty bread and get to work on making some more jam.
With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the Chopettes.
Says it for me. Don't worry, as leader of the Chopettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us.
Onion! That big guy would try eating me like an apple. So definitely don't tell them about us. Ha ha ha! Are you plans going awry? Ha ha ha! Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? Oh, her business is now toast.
Don't hurt yourself. This one's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no. Raspberry milkshake! You let her out an audible groan.
I like the Chopper. Did cornbread teach you that one?
Nope, wasting an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Choppet comedy competition this year. Raspberry! Of course.
Not while I'm here. They won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread?
We still talk about that closing line, Bread. You're going to do great this year. Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry.
Choppets! Onion choppets stick together through thick and thin.
Rain or shine.
Feast and famine.
Kato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again.
Life or death.
That's right! Chompets! Move out!
The Chopettes somehow manage to close the drawer on themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Karen interrupts you as you bring the food.
Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread and the mason jar of raspberry jam. Hold on these last 2 slices of bread. Thanks for pointing out the obvious, Karen.
Eat it anyway. Karen is right.
What the hell is the matter with you?
Grip the knife tightly. Yeah.
You think this is enough? For 5 of us?
Wait, we can't just throw this bread away. It's all we have left.
Gregor's right. Anatoly, will the mold spores give us food poisoning?
I'm, no scientist. Sorry.
Pick off as much mold as we can. Can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Bear seems to unhitch his jaw and eat it in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal. It's more than what we had left in Ukraine.
Jeez. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until this storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance.
Anatoly, where are you getting that information from?
One of the books on the bookshelf here about the climate here.
You're illiterate, so that is definitely a lie.
Eek! I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying.
I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think that he's smart, but I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it.
Damn. What do you think? I think I'm gonna save. Anatoly doesn't know his weather conditions from a hole in the ground. Karen is correct. Anatoly can read. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Your playthrough, so. Your playthrough. You make a decision. I'm just here to narrate. You must be going blind then.
Yeah. Thanks. I don't know why Karen makes something up like that about me. I'm chewing ice, so I can't read my lines.
You aren't fooling anyone, Anatoly. Karen has stormed off.
In a storm? Thanks for backing me up.
Your relationship is stronger. Here, you might want to save here and then go.
Well, I mean, already saved. But I'll save here.
And then you can load that one. Yes.
Gah!
You're funny.
Hi.
Keep pretending with those books, Anatoly. Brutal, Karen. I found an old picture book in the living room, Anatoly. Let me know if you want it, small fry.
Karen!
Karen smiles at you.
I guess let's call it a day. Yeah.
Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping area. 6 minutes later. Hi, Karen. I'm glad you call Anatoly's bluff. You continue to impress. It's a shame Anatoly is sleeping in the bedroom. I should never have let him share with me. But what if it was just me and you? I'm sure we could study and squeeze a few novels in before bed. Well, we'll have to see if we can kick him out at some point, right? Oh, you'll have to tell me about that book on the bookshelf. Really cool pictures in there. Karen looks like she has a crush on you. Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson, okay?
How many?
You are definitely sure, Karen. That.
I'm gonna go with the one I said.
With them.
Yeah.
Good to have someone so positive around. You think he'll remember that? I guess let's call it a day. Yeah. Sure. Oh, I keep stealing your lines.
That's fine. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping quarters.
10 minutes later. Oh, hi, Anatoly.
Hey. Karen likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. Anatoly looks at you with a look of admiration. Hey, see you tomorrow.
I was imitating a squirrel.
Anatoly looks like he's blushing as he walks away.
You're definitely sure Anatoly wore that.
You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. On?
Yeah. You go to bed very hungry.
What? I can have hiccup. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up.
And that's how fast a deer could run if startled.
Whoa! Incredible!
Impressive. Done.
I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal.
Disapproval from Karen.
It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history.
That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly.
What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly.
Anatoly leaves mumbling to himself. So passive aggressive of him. Everyone goes to the... Karen is in the bedroom. Gregor is in the living room. Raya in the kitchen. Anatoly in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to?
Stuck with me.
Oh! People didn't hear you coming. I was just double checking if there was any food we might have missed, but I couldn't get the drawer open. Could you give it a try? You nod. Great! While you do that, I'm gonna get some more reading done. I think Mariah will remember that. Later! Hi, Mariah. Give the drawer a hard yank open.
Chopettes!
She does it for me. Is the thunderstorm keeping you up at night?
You just need to roll with it.
Raspberry whispers so quietly you look over to talk so. Listen to me. Come. Anyways,
Raspberry!
please don't let the others see us.
Cabbage!
That's right, Raspberry. Part of being Chompettes is secrecy.
Cabbage!
Wouldn't want those humans to overhear our meetings, now would we? Shake
Your head. No, I was actually shaking my head.
Good. Chompettes, roll on out. Shut the drawer. I think I whispered pretty well for Raspberry.
Everyone looks pretty down this evening.
Maya looks traumatized.
Wish the rain would... Don't...
Wish the rain would just stop.
You're all doing great. We must be almost at the end of this nightmare. So hungry. Why are you shaking your head?
Me too. You are too. Wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. Go to bed with a growling stomach. So many nuts. Wake up. Said, wake up. Very demanding. Don't mind that there's just a floating raspberry in the living room. Nothing to see here. The rainfall is nonstop again. Did you have anything to do with this? You don't answer her question. Always thinking with your stomach, right? Your heart. Hear it?
Yeah.
You should reconsider. Might save a little humanity of what you have left. At least I tried. I won't have a guilty conscience by the end of this. Go back to sleep, monster. You easily forget about Raspberry's conversation. You have a strange dream. Okay.
A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray. but he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of... This reminds me of Hatchet and Gretel.
Keep reading.
As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat.
So if you want to go look.
I caught that one. A boy grinning at you with flames all around it. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear a stirring of blankets, arms, and legs. Mariah looks petrified.
I couldn't sleep. He totally has bags under his eyes.
This storm is too loud.
Plus Karen snoring. Karen looks out of it. The cabin was creaking so much last night. Sounded 5.
Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the windows.
And
Couldn't see anything due to the rain.
great observation, Carter. So hungry last night. Kept pacing around my bed. Karen turns to you. When is this going to end?
I checked outside again. I checked outside the door again. Flood waters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies.
How close is the nearest town? I
don't know.
Didn't you have a map on you?
I think they dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Wasn't it in the bedroom?
No, that was a different map.
Oh. Raya and Anatoly go white as sheets.
How are we going to find our way back now?
We'll have to ride out the storm.
I looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating.
Group stares at you. It will clear up in no time. Maybe you're right.
Group looks worried. They all gravitate to it. You can tell but Gregor's putting on fake optimism. Mariah is having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with? You're getting the hang. You. Her. It's cold as hell over here. Surprised Gregor is freezing to death at night. How does he do it?
You explain to Mariah how the size of a person and fat content determine how warm they are naturally.
Ah! Wish I was big as Gregor. But to be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world. Do you know what he wants to do for a career?
Mariah does her best Gregor impression. Split firewood and gaze at the stars.
How boring is that?
Depends on the person, but pretty boring.
You're so funny. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Mariah blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. We're pretty sure Mariah will.
The heartbeat gets louder each time.
You thank her and leave the bedroom. Call everyone together. They all from.
Quick save.
Oh. Oh. What's
See, there's weird burn spots. This is like where the food was put. They look all so sad. You call everyone together. They all look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting the last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off. You instruct everyone to take a pin. Slowly, all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. Gregor just pops in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant.
The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. Wish everyone a good night and you go to bed starving.
Such a happy game.
Yeah.
I think we're just about to get to a disturbing part.
Yep. Good morning. I'm stealing.
Good morning.
Stealing your lines. Morning.
Let me check if the rain has stopped. I listen to it raining.
I wonder. My face.
It's still flooding.
What are we going to do?
Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right?
Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here.
But do you really think it will rain that long?
Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it will stop soon?
Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared.
But you need to survive.
Aaron and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen or Anatoly in the living room? Think instead about everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. I'm gonna save. Page 2.
That one first. Yeah.
Could you have rationed the supplies better? You crunch the numbers one more time. You could have reduced the amount of vegetables used in the stew, but it was their first day. You had to impress them. Was there anything you could have done differently? Probably not. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, Karen, you wonder if they're upset with you. Gregor calls the group over for a meeting. I was just gonna load it in. Mariah. Gotta max those hearts out.
Yeah. Mariah looks relieved to see you. Oh. Well, that was easy.
Hey.
How are you holding up? How are you holding up? You don't have to pick that one. Not very good. That's very sweet of you to ask. Mariah's looking at you intently. It's a little closer to you. I noticed you didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually I have to pick out of the food the others make. But you respected that. Thank you. Mariah is looking.
Admiration.
I need to speak with Gregor for a minute, but thanks again. You're definitely sure Mariah won't do that. Everything is fine in the cabin.
It just started over.
No, I think it's just
What's
more.
10?
Hello,
Chompets?
chompets. Oh, it's just hi, potato. You asked potato where the others are.
They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around this cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Spooky music. Must have been some mouse that created them. Or something worse. Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this.
Oh.
Things are going to get worse from here on out.
Oh God, potato, why is your theme so loud?
You have a feeling Potato is telling the truth. I like how this is house shaped. You
Yeah.
notice that? You realize some drool is leaking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You'll just get deathly sick if you tried. And from the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With floodwaters rising and no food now, I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Bennett equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called the basic metabolic rate, or BMR. Stay with me here. BMR equals 655 plus 4.35 times weight in pounds, plus 4.7 times height in inches, minus 4.7 equals age in years. Pull up a calculator. Pull up a calculator. Let's find out what our BMR is. We'll do mine first. So 655 plus. Can you do parentheses on that? Can you switch it to scientific calculator? 4.35. So I hate clear. So we're gonna do 655 plus parenthesis 4.35 times. Let's do my weight. Let's put 280. 280. In parenthesis. Close bracket. Plus 4.7 times 63. Close bracket. Minus 4.7 times 37. Close bracket. Close bracket. It equals. Got it? For fun, let's try it out on someone here. Mariah. Mine was 1,992 calories a day. Using Harris Benedict, she looks like she's 120 pounds, about 5 feet 5 inches tall, about 20 years old. Crunching the numbers, I think she needs about 1,388 calories daily. That's being abnormally stationary. Just lay in bed all day and night, just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say swimming through floodwaters, we'll need to multiply that 1,308 calories by 1.9. But now she needs 2,638 calories per day. Quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly, which you didn't. Guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again. Okay. Shut the drawer. Going over the numbers again.
Potato. You gonna be able to look at potatoes the same?
I knew Potato was the brains of the operation.
Be able to look at potatoes.
He's not just a
You make a dip.
stud. He's a spud. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Greg's voice starts to crack. Gregor. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. Look, I'm crying. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent.
I'll go.
But Maria!
I used to swim all the time near my house. So I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters.
Don't do it. No! Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Antonio.
You're blind as a mole rat, remember?
That's true, but... Little guy, let me go. Gregor,
Sounds good to me. Karen. His arms are definitely the longest. Probably have the best chance at climbing the trees out of all of us. No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead.
I get that none of these options are good ones. But we need to find food, or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand. And the shortest will go outside to search for food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths, so you can tell which is the biggest one of the bunch. You pick it.
Watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor, Anatoly, Karen, Looks like I've got the short.
Maria. I like Maria better.
It's okay. I watched Anatoly foliage earlier. I'll know what to look out for. Swim until you find higher.
Just swim. I was drinking. Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area.
Maybe you'll find a fish up. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen, Anatoly, Gregor. I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches as Raya leaves. Raya. Silence is deafening. Goodbye.
The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is. Then silence.
Raya has a cabin. I'm sure we'll see her.
The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. Dead to me.
She left the cabin where it's flooding. Because they need. Yeah.
Yeah, she has left the cabin. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try to push it into the oven.
Wee.
Her legs are so strong, you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair causes you to throw up on the embers. Can't let it in like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guests look behind her, and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by the roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guests throw a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Ah!
You good?
Children's game. Oh, I got goosebumps! I did a good reading of that, I think. That's good.
Do you want to see the image?
I need to clip that shit.
Do you want to see the image?
I do not want to see it. No.
I wasn't asking you.
Who are we asking? Don't.
No, save the
Don't
game.
be. No.
Please.
I'm going to save the game.
I want to show Beth the spooky pictures.
Beth, you want to see spooky pictures? You enjoy. All right. Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? What are you shaking your head for? I can see it on my peripheral here. She. I mean, I got an achievement. She's dead. So. And I was building hearts with her. I was trying to make her my love interest or something. I don't know. I believe in Mariah. Got it right that time.
Me too. Who are you going to try to be friends with next?
Who do I want to kill next?
No, I said who are you going to try to be friends with next?
Probably Gregor. She'll be fine. Right, little guy?
What do we do now? Just wait.
Karen.
How long? It's almost been a day since she's left.
Anatoly and Gregor looked nervous.
Someone needs to go look for her.
We need to wait, Karen.
Wait for what?
The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now.
It could be days before she gets back. What are we supposed to eat? Mice?
I'd eat a mouse. Karen, I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much.
I'm
Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't need her to elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back? I kind of want to eat the bacon. She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. Mama Mariah. Hey, we're eating though because bacon. Hey, it's meat. Don't show Mariah though. Oh, she's not here. She can't be mad at me for eating bacon. I speak with Anatoly, Karen, or Gregor.
Want to build a friendship with?
I don't like Karen. I like Gregor. He's knitting. Aww. Gregor seems to be coping through knitting. He's a big lumberjack looking guy. Thanks for keeping everyone's spirits high. Of course, I pick a guy who I need to read for while eating bacon. I know it's what Mariah would have wanted.
Now I'm gonna go.
Here. Yeah, what are you talking about? Don't you think? Have you heard the noises? Sometimes I think I hear Mariah outside saying something I can't make out. Oh, wow. It comes out in gasps. Like she's trying to clear water from her throat. Yeah, I'll take water. I'm really thirsty all of a sudden. Yes, please. Rinse it out first. I had my, actually, don't rinse it out. Just leave it. I don't know how I feel now. Like she's trying to clear water from her throat. Other times, I can hear crying. And I never heard Mariah cry. Have you heard Mariah at night? Yes or no? The game says I haven't. I'm drinking my water while she's drowning. I'm gonna say yes. So it's not only me. Let's keep this a secret between us, okay? I wouldn't want to frighten the others. Nod. Thanks. Gregor will remember that. Your relationship is stronger. Do what? I don't want to yet. You leave him to ponder Mariah's fate. I am good. This bacon while trying to play this video game about people dying from starvation is a little... Fine, I will go to the title screen and look at this child. It's so beautiful. Creepy.
There's the first nightmare.
Why is there a little speck of red right there? No, it was bacon on the screen from me eating it.
Camera.
Why is this on here? Oh, this is like the artwork stuff.
So wholesome.
Is that because she went out?
Yeah. Whenever anything happens. Sure.
God, that's creepy. Why are you showing me this? This is not a wholesome game.
I told you it wasn't. Oh, that was a question about her.
Please don't tell the others, okay? The others need to know you're cracking like an egg. You're probably right. I mean, there's no such thing as ghosts, right? You don't reply.
Why I wonder.
So he's hearing her?
Mm-hmm. Once we get done with like one route, if you really want to know, you can go through and watch Matt Pat play. Not but his. Don't look at me.
I like Matt Pat.
And he does.
I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew.
And trembling. I'd be fine with bread and jam.
I'll be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else is laughing. I would kill for some vegetable stew right now.
Vegetables, not vegetable stew.
Whatever, same thing. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep.
Good night.
Night. You fall asleep quickly. We only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake up in a cold sweat in a completely different room. Okay. Sleepwalking, desecrating corpses. Cool. Yay. All right, 1, 2, 3. We'll all say yay together in like a happy, cheery 1, 2, 3.
Yay! Good morning. Oh boy. Karen's looking worse. Cook for the day.
What can I cook?
You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven.
Where'd I get meat from?
You cooked meat.
You cooked meat in very low text right there.
Gotta guess where it came from.
Is it from Mariah's dead body?
Yeah.
I bet it's from Mariah's dead body.
Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question.
What's that smell?
Oh,
Gregor finally gets off the couch.
sound. Who did Baba?
Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it.
Do you have any more of this?
A downward spiral is the achievement.
Yeah.
You explain how the meat is stored secretly, hidden, so you can ration better this time.
Understand.
Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Oh, that was you.
Oh, sorry.
Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying.
Finally, my focus is coming back. I'm going to read some of the books. Keep them occupied, okay?
Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? I'll talk with Gregor again. Hey, thanks for cooking the meat earlier. I was nearly passing out from the hunger pains. Even if I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, I appreciate the vegetarian dishes you made earlier. You really respected Mariah's boundaries. Thank you.
Look at
Gregor is more dense than you give him credit for. I see him blush. Why is the map different? Is the map different?
What you talking about?
What do you mean?
What you talking about?
about? You've been playing video games and hanging out with me way too much. What are you talking about?
Here, do you want to save it? I know you have an earlier save.
No, I remember. I have this brain thing that I use sometimes.
Sometimes.
Brain thing. If there's extras, slip me some extra meat. Well, I'll slip you the meat, all right, big boy. Okay. Gregor will remember that. What? What? Big strong boy. Got the dad bod, kinda. Going to see how Anatoly is doing.
You've never seen this part.
Later. You have the bedroom all to yourself. Where do you want to check first? Under the bed, under the floorboards, inside the nightstand, inside the birdcage.
Thank you.
Where am I checking?
Where do you want to check?
Inside the birdcage. There's nothing in the birdcage. It's completely empty.
Oh, okay.
The bottom of the birdcage is completely spotless. Did a bird ever go in here? No bird droppings or anything. You can tell from the outside of the cage that it's completely empty. Right? You observe that the cage is quite large. Maybe this isn't meant for birds? You look a little closer. You can make out an E, with the letter to the left of it scratched out.
So we have an L in.
This clue seems worthless.
So we found an L in the cabinet.
An L and an E. I bet there's an A and a V and another E. Leave. You look a little closer. Make out an E.
Okay. Moving on.
Inside the nightstand. Onion!
Onion.
Onion! Don't be a crybaby, it's just me! Onion! We're just playing with some of the toys in this drawer. You're far too old to be playing with any of them. You're never too old for toys. Anyway, Need to attend a secret trumpet meeting. Smell you later.
Very secret. Onion bounces out of the room. The drawer has various children's toys in it. What's this?
Oh boy, bloody handprint shit. Note. June 26, 1862. Another body of a child has been discovered within the city of Zakopane, with the remains stuffed into a barrel full of potatoes. The cause of death was identical to earlier victims, with significant blood loss due to multiple stab wounds to the stomach. This marks the fourth victim of the butcher of Zakopane in less than a month. You take the bloody newspaper with you. Taking notes, 1 of 5. And these, are the mouse holes getting bigger?
They're so small.
Okay, it's just, it looks darker there. Hours passed. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. She left so she can't read Karen's lines. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time. There will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with the blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I was stroking my beard when I read that. I can forge anything, he says. Your eyes have been giving you issues lately, so you reply. Forge me a new eye, then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you to the chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals, holding it in front of his face. You can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest. As the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils, the blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. Ah! You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? Ah! What was that? Maddie! Ah, I got goosebumps. Not cool. 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 What? What? She asks innocently from the other side of the apartment. What? What? The whispering shadow behind the tree there, yeah. I literally got goosebumps. I don't know if I like this. The music and the whispering and the images. The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about? What's going on over
Indoors person. Good morning, big guy.
Which did you get the job?
Will Maria make it back? Mariah.
Hi, Karen.
This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m., I can hear her outside.
I'm sure. Did you see?
There was no jump scare. There was the blacksmith thing.
Okay.
And then Gregor had me look outside, and there was like this ghosty little thing behind a tree and whispering.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
I'm like,
I told you it wasn't wholesome, but no.
this is a perfectly wholesome game about cooking for your friends, okay? Look, there's like 2 actual recipe cards. 2. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. She said lungs.
Oh.
Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes, when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering.
I haven't heard anything like that.
It's because you have no soul, Karen.
Oh, poor Karen.
She's redhead.
Oh,
Anatoly.
long-haired.
When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something. Right? Yes! Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? That's a little hard to look at. That's your line, Miss Grace.
Sometimes I hear her crying through the radio, but that's just a broadcast, right?
Oh, no!
Oh.
I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Mariah. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Antonio? Anatoly.
Anatoly's eyes look at you begging.
I got fucking oh my god.
As I'm
Honey, will you play with this me tonight? I can't play this alone.
As I'm laughing back.
Bring us another slab! Oh my god, his face is different.
Here, come.
They're like little mouths for eyes. Oh my god.
Come look at his face.
Come look at his face.
Please?
Please. I'm good. Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of his mouth. Please help me. Anatoly. Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words.
I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat.
You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to a boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster! It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth using his spoon. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over to Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now.
Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left?
You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it.
How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife? You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending.
You clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. Or forage for plants outside. I think I should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You could swim back after a few hours.
Gregor's right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there.
I think Mariah's fine by herself.
He still hasn't accepted what happened yet.
She doesn't need anyone's help.
But we need your help, Anatoly.
That's right, Anatoly. Please help us.
Let me sleep on it.
Okay?
Hey.
No problem, little guy.
Sorry, I keep stealing.
Yeah, that's fine. We're just getting a little... Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Is that Russian?
Probably.
Or Ukrainian?
One of the two.
They didn't mention Ukraine, so I'm pretty sure someone's translated. Mariah. Something is approaching.
I remember when I first went through this, onion appearing out of nowhere scared the hell out of me.
Don't be a crybaby, it's just me, Onion! Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's going to cage peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust me? You shake your head.
Aw.
Got a fun factoid for you. Don't do that, Bryson. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your rooms absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie. The fun factoid of that myth, people actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that?
That was an onion talk.
Oh, I don't care. There was even a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyway, you know what smells like a raw onion left in a room? It's been a while since your last bath, right? Can't remember. Don't be a crybaby. Could smell you before I even came into the room. Yikes! So could you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Oh, please. We don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio.
Oh, the sudden urge to scream.
Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. No. I don't want to look at the windows. Don't make me tattle to cabbage about you. Now I'm looking at the windows, thanks. She could be a mean-ass potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly to take care about him and don't want him to leave. That you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's from me. Okay? For me. You can trust me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow. Later! Nothing happened in the windows. Jerk. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that has happened. You fall asleep again. Still ravenous.
8.
10. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting a payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs in the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs will tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food. All those chickens.
Look at all them chickens.
I don't get it.
Fine.
It's a vine?
Yeah.
Okay. As the snow piles up outside,
The
you
dead
begin to eat
silence.
whatever you find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. You can actually eat leather, you gotta boil it really good though. One day, you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by. The first creature in the wood to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat.
Were you getting ready for a dump?
Something smells terrible in the living room. Somebody puked in the corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Pedos Anatoly. Good morning.
How unfake.
Good morning, little guy.
Aaron.
Bad ideas. Uh-oh.
Well, Anatoly, a decision.
I barely slept last night. Her whispering came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was?
Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. I have 1 hour to make a decision.
Why so quick?
Because I'm not waiting any longer.
Why is she drooling?
You see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife.
The group disperses. Same thing. Tension seems to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. Huh. What do you want to do? Save.
So how you feeling?
I love this game. I've learned so many things about cooking and meteorology and metallurgy.
And what the rate of starvation is.
And your calories needed not to starve to death.
Fun times. Fun times, am I right?
I think I'll chat with Anatoly near the basement.
Okay.
But I could keep getting my points up with Gregor. I don't think the points actually mean anything.
I think they do.
I'm gonna still chat with Anatoly.
Okay. Basement work. Love how his arm is so.
Anatoly looks pale. Thanks for coming over. Anatoly seems comforted by your
Kill
presence.
your desk.
Yeah, vibrating from the speaker. Gregor told me he's heard Mariah. I'm sure Karen isn't being honest with me. Have you checked out the basement's door closely? Ever so often, I can see her peeking out at me through the holes. I really don't want to drown outside, but at least I won't have to have her tormenting me anymore. You know what's in the basement, don't you? Of course you do. How else would you keep us... Antonio looks like he's going to puke. Please get away from me. Antonio leaves your vicinity. It looks like Anatoni will remember that. You call everyone together for a meeting.
I just see what happens when.
Yep. Wow. You aren't kidding anyone. You're just lying to yourself. Please get away from me. You oblige. I'm gonna stick with no. Anatoly, you look okay, little guy? You okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out.
Anatoly, have you made a decision?
Yes. I'll help you all out.
I feel like I have to sit up.
Promise.
I feel like I have to sit up when I.
Thank you, Anatoly. Big tear roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy.
Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best.
Why are you waving goodbye? He's just going to look for Mariah.
Aaron.
Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing.
Goodbye, Anatoly.
Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy.
Anatoly has left the cabin.
See you soon, little guy.
I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night.
Aaron goes to bed, the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth.
Gregor is getting choked up.
I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear a scraping from the floor. Found you.
Did Brad scare you? Just a little?
All the carbs. You explain how this isn't a good time right now.
It's not bread. That's bread.
I'm using the same voice. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, get it? Anyway, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency chopette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all cost. No laughing matter. Understood? I need to say. Yes.
Bad.
It's the yeast you can do, right? You tell Brad that pun doesn't make sense. On a roll today. I'll see you around. Brad hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Brad told you. You have a strange dream.
Gotta get your son. I believe you.
It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench your fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat.
That was.
It was just a weird dream. I don't know why I had specifically talking about glasses or anything like that. What? I heard it. It said something.
Yeah, when you actually first load up the game, but there's at the very start.
Look at these goosebumps. Not cool. Not cool, bro. Look at it. You can see them. You can sort of see them. I don't know if you can see them on camera. No. You love me. Thanks for telling me to play this scary game on Halloween. Okay. Hearts. Yay. Do it to the camera. Oh, yay. There. Pow. Child abuse. You wake up in a completely different place. That's not good.
Wonder why we're waking up.
Did you sleepwalk?
Wonder why we're waking
Or you found some meat?
Wonder why we're waking up in the kitchen. Wonder.
Everyone's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karen runs into the kitchen. Oh my god.
What is that smell? Give it to me. Now.
You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hand before bringing it to her mouth.
Ack. She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. Grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads.
Oh god. Already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table.
I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. Need to ration anything now. Karen is sounding more determined than before.
I'm gonna go lay down on the couch. Try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you.
Or Gregor. Karen leads in to whisper. Glad Mariah and Anatoly are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fell back. Now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient. Diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft?
You tell her.
All right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny. That's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me.
Karen pauses, deep in thought.
You know Gregor can't swim. He'd be the next to leave. He doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to sleep into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. You won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on it. This request is... Will you do this for me?
Such a wholesome game. No. The right decision.
Fine.
What happens if I say...
I need to psych myself up for what's next. This is my first time, and I want it to be perfect. Ask her. Faster. God, she's learning quickly. Okay. All right. Okay. Dad, please. Just the same thing. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is farce. Gregor? Hi. Hey, Karen!
What are you doing? Untie me! Oh my god!
This will be soon. This will be over soon, Gregor.
Stop!
Gregor has turned silent.
You leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed. Anatoly slept in.
Fall asleep instantly. Day 12. How you feeling?
Thought I was saving Gregor.
Up, sleepyhead.
Why did the text box change?
Don't mind Mariah. She's not there.
Uh-huh.
Not there.
Stop. You were having a... Oh, that's you.
You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a good job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? What? That's a surprise. Greg already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. Get out of bed and head to the living room.
Why?
He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandaged up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Oh.
Where are my...
God, you're stupid. Maybe if you spend as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book.
What are you talking about?
Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you'd immediately drown? You'd sink like a log.
What?
I put some of your limbs away. Leg was pretty tasty, huh?
Gregor goes pale.
How's that for a big breakfast? And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad. You'll have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is done. Speaking of which, I'm going to start cooking in the trunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far.
Hey. All I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths, and yet I complained my belly was not full. One day on my way home from school, I was walking by the town inn. I smelled something amazing coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag that threw away a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. like everything else, like everywhere else, I was here just for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. Sorry, getting too lightheaded to hold a conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with the blanket? I've never been this cold.
Oh, real quick. You didn't remember what I said at the beginning about him saying he didn't do it?
Yeah.
And how I said it was ironic.
Yeah, I catch that now. You don't have to point it out. I was having that exact same thought. This cabin chills me to the bones. Or what's left of them. Please, consider it my dying wish.
Don't rob Gregor of that. Give him his blanket.
Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife. Okay? And you watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. Kitchen to try to find the other remains. Gregor.
You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
Hello.
Let's play hide and seek.
Hi, Cabbage. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find us all? The red hair woman should know where the basement key is. And I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling in the rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid it. Wait. I know it's probably not catching me. Isn't that your knife? Why did you ever have it? Shrug. As the leader of the Chompettes, it's important that you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck! Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? I've been neglecting the Chompettes lately. I heard to play along with them, right? You go and talk to Karen in the living room.
Looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood.
Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Rubbed all of the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? Isn't it in the kitchen? Can't remember. I haven't seen the key.
Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen. You decide to go look for it.
Very aggressive walking. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. A wooden knife. You want one?
I like my knife back.
Oh yeah? I picked it up the first day and you said nothing. Karen looks pleased with herself. She's too happy right now. You already have something. Yeah? I'd rather be a thief than a monster. Grab the tools from the basement. This knife isn't cutting it. I mean for the bones. It's terrible for the bones. The key should be somewhere in the kitchen. Come back if you get lost. Okay. Say goodbye and head for the kitchen.
I think we'll stick with that one because
It's just giving us the same thing. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide.
cupboards.
You open a few drawers. They're empty. They must be full of dishes then. Up.
You open another. This one has a little dried blood in it. This drawer is empty too. Are all these empty? More empty cupboards. These would have been a good place to store spare meat. You completely missed underneath the sink. On the left side, the letter L. Do that.
Nothing but cobwebs. Thankfully, no spiders. So there's more behind them. Quite a few rat droppings. Good collection.
The dust is pretty thick back here, too. Cobwebs, rat droppings, and dust. This should be really cleaned.
Almost
Yep,
free.
still filthy. You definitely aren't cleaning anything up back here. You need to find cabbage. You need to find cabbage. You notice an engraving on the cabin on the wall.
L.
An X in the center.
L. X.
It's their treasure here.
L and E and X. Okay. Cauldron.
Well, it's LX.
A.
There was no A yet. I only found was
No, we found an A. Got an A in the bedroom.
we found an E. Was it an A in the bedroom or an E in the bedroom?
An A or an E.
I think it was an E.
You hear some rustling around. Yay!
She always picks the same hiding spot.
Ah! You found me. Well done. As leader of the Chompettes, getting through mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me through. So I guess you'll have to help me out. Cabbage has joined the party. 4 Chompettes to go.
What's next, Cabbage?
Glad you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Chompettes in no time. You asked Cabbage about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. Nothing but a big pile of ash in the oven. You found the basement key. That's the keyword to the room where we found Potato. Back behind the cauldron for the other one. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. Making hide and seek far too easy. Chompets! Find Onion! Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Start to find Onion. Right? I got a choice. Almost 30.
Found him!
Yay! Don't be a crybaby. It's just me.
Onion!
Today,
I'm sweet as sugar cane. Honest. Whoa, your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming from a mile away. Ooh, gross. Were you scared of the Were you scared of the red-headed woman or something?
telling you the truth.
Whoa! Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. I'm sorry to hear about Mariah, Anatolia, and Gregor, but yikes! That's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people on one night, though, right? I probably would lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, didn't mean to be rude. I got your back.
Onion has joined the party.
Hello.
Glad to have you join us, Onion.
No problem. There's nothing else to do today. That's not true. I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get.
Cabbage.
Bread.
The one and only.
Trumpets. Let's move out.
Your party is quickly expanding. 3 chompettes left. You're getting a terrible headache, and your face is feeling numb. Your legs aren't moving. Oh well. You do some time breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. You suddenly feel a second wind coming. Time to get that bread.
You proudly strut up to living room, happy to be alive.
Bread.
Yummy.
You hear Bread coming out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Found me. Everyone's secretly favorite chompet, Bread. Don't you love me? My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no, thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So, what do you need?
Oh God.
K-N-E-A-D. You tell Brad about gathering the Chompets together.
Bread is a
That's
bad.
a pretty crumbly idea.
Oh my God.
Remember what happened last time with Potato? I mean, we all chose to be in that drawer, but this, you're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs?
Cabbage.
Bread, we need your help finding Potato.
Missed you, big guy. Come help. I would never let the Chompets down. No one needs to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you.
Bread, join the party. That's great, Bread.
Glad to have you on board, Brad. Of course.
Wait. Are you drooling?
All three Chompets are staring at you. Are you thinking you're eating us? You accidentally lick your lips.
Oh,
That was different.
snap out of it.
You already ate. We're no good for that. You gluten. Button.
I know you're trying to make a glue.
Yep.
Oh my. Go on, read your line.
Did they pass out?
Holy cow! Get them up!
So heavy. What's going on?
You stumbled to your feet.
Let's go find Raspberry and never speak of this again. I think I heard her over by the basement door.
Perfect! Chompets! Mosey out! Had to wait for her to finish talking.
Yep. You have 3 Chompets in your party. 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. What the fuck is going on? This one is lasting longer than the other. Focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor.
Improvement.
2 more to go. You go check on the basement door. I wonder if Karen gave us that sleep thing. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. Birds outside turn silent. You hear a pin drop. You can almost hear her breathing. You feel the sudden urge to scream.
You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again.
Surprise!
Found you, Raspberry! Oh, wow, it's very nice to see you, Cabbage.
We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry. Honest.
We need your help finding Potato. Our combined trumpet detective skills say he's in the basement. Oh, yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry has joined the party. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh, crap! The red-haired woman is coming over here. Trumpets! Let's hide out!
All 4 Chompets quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karen creeping up behind you.
Hi, Karen. Found you. It's safe to see the knife in the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where
We
you
keep hiding the meat.
Let's tear them apart, piece by piece, just like Gregor.
Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do you do?
Basement. I shouldn't be dictating. Sorry.
Hawking food.
Oh, I'm sorry. What the hell are you talking about? And there. You've lost it.
Tell her about Cabbage being leader of the Chopettes.
She's the leader? A talking cabbage? What?
Karen looks extremely upset.
Tell her about raspberry, onion, and bread. They asked you to save them? What the hell does that mean?
You tell her about Potato.
And there's a potato that's dangerous.
What?
A potato is killing people? You unlock the basement door. You've lost it, but thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. Karen descends the staircase. Don't.
No, I was gonna load this one. They not talk about the Choplets.
Well, you might want to see. And then just that one. So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. You unlock it. Thank you. I'll bring up the cutlets. Da. Okay. Bye-bye, Karen. Karen descends the staircase into darkness.
So there's no difference besides her just yelling at you about you losing it.
Keep it safe. You lock the basement door. Did you just lock the door? Yes, I did. Fuck you, Karen.
You block out the screams of rage and bargaining. Give it enough time. They won't end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep.
Fuck you, Karen. Probably shouldn't have done that, but...
Wow, dark. I mean, we're eating our friends, but dark. What time is it?
3:06.
We're leaving at 3:30.
Okay, more. Go on. You want me to set a timer?
Yeah.
And
I'm just gonna load this. You lock the basement door.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing. One, I just tell her about the Chopettes. I mean, I'm not gonna tell her about the Chopettes though because they asked me not to tell anyone, right? Okay.
Set a timer for 3:20. Yay, sleepy time.
There's no cheese. What the hell is Deegan talking about cheese for? You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped.
You think Karen's dead? Okay.
Who's whispering? Someone was whispering.
No idea what
You
you're
really
talking
need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes.
about. You're already there.
Oh, it's the first time in the bathroom. You must have walked to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting.
I hate this part.
The candle blew out,
This is the one part I can't
and the door is locked.
This is the one part I hate.
You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. You're in the dark, but you're not alone.
Hate this
Click on objects around the bathroom to get more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of objects to inspect around the bathroom.
I don't like this.
Why are you hiding? Don't do that. You're making it worse than just what it is. Just move around your cursor to search the room.
Cabbage.
Oh God.
Hello.
I found it's
Cabbage.
fine. It's cabbage. Everything's
Hello.
fine. See, there's nothing else bad in here. Look, see nothing.
Cabbage. Oh my God, cabbage. Are you locked in the bathroom again?
Again, you tell her about the candle being blown out.
Ah, maybe you just need to try wiggling a little bit. You unlock the bathroom door. Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Now, if you excuse me, I need to conduct the next secret Chompette meeting. Later!
Quickly make your escape.
Okay.
Why were you freaking out?
Because after you complete the main game, there's a nightmare mode afterwards.
Well, don't tell me that.
There's a jump scare in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I didn't save it. Oh well. Well, getting locked in the basement in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep.
Sleepy time.
Okay.
Day 14.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
Oh,
Karen. Just your imagination again. Karen can't still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grab the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. Ah!
hi, Gregor. This is the part that always gets me.
That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun.
Oh, this is the part.
Some spirits move on immediately, others linger, and some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack, or to get you to fall down a flight of stairs, or to cause you to wander into an early demise.
One part I hate.
No way of knowing which one of the group will choose. The rain has stopped outside. You decide to go look out the window.
Do you see Mariah?
Where?
She was behind the tree.
I know I saw her over here last time, so that's where I was looking.
She was behind that tree. That one.
The floodwaters are completely gone. Karen would appreciate the good news, but not after locking her in the basement.
We're both like,
No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now.
this is the one part of the game that I can't do.
You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack.
Anatoly.
No one's here. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. You take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed to get a little extra sleep. What? The fuck? You have a strange dream.
Oh, with it getting darker outside too.
IRL too. The clouds have parted. The rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, I sat up to do a reading. Is this another trick or? Good morning. She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get some breakfast. Your food is gone.
Oh, what the hell?
That noise was coming from the living room.
Harry?
Only nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. I'm more worried about the stick that's been there the whole time. That is. It's like something approaching. What's making that noise?
I don't know. You just turn up your sound.
I did. It sounds like it's coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. Gonna be. A cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arm.
Stop turning it up.
I'm gonna turn it up.
Why?
Is this a...
Hi, Mariah.
You wake in a cold sweat.
This is really the only part of the game that always gets me.
The ending? It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to living room.
You can probably turn it down a little bit. It's a little loud.
I like the ambience.
I know.
You can still smell Gregor here. Should have intervened with Karen. It probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. It almost might have led to your death. The couch is still comfortable, even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a quick nap, which quickly turns into sleep.
We're doing a lot of sleeping.
You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. You pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness.
Chompette's gonna jump scares. Oh no. Hey, Anatoly.
Anatoly?
Bye, Anatoly. Those shiny spots.
I know, but I'm looking for other spookies. The first note you ever received. Thinking about the messenger puts a smile on your face. You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I am begging you, please bring back my daughter safely, or I will need to get the others involved. I have left payments outside the door and will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. You take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back down on the couch to get the rest of your sleep.
How you feeling?
Hungry. You slept-walked again.
You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Hi, Potato.
Oh, it's you again. Tell me, in that first week with the red-haired woman and the others, where did you sleep?
Where did we sleep?
You think for a minute, but come up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. If I can be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing? You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking into walls or worse, down into the basement. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me?
There's only 3 minutes.
No. Still have some common sense left in you. Tell me. Uh-oh. Look, they're all alive again. You tell Potato the secret. Wow, didn't think you'd be foolish enough to tell me. I'm living longer than expected already, but this is good information to take with me. Thank you. Was that the right thing to tell Potato? Ha ha ha, it's a delight to watch you fall apart. What does the red-haired woman have in store for you? You haven't thought about Karen in a while. How many days has she been down there? You do realize she's probably been festering
Feasting
on the 3. She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Haha! Go downstairs, put an end to this. Not for the Chompettes, just for me. You head for the basement door.
The basement door trip is what I really hate.
You quickly do the math in your head and determine Karen will be dead in the basement.
2 minutes.
It's been
20.
enough days, right?
Now if they're dead down there.
You open the door and prepare for the worst.
Ooh, I hate the trip down to the basement. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it.
It's just stairs.
You say that
Nothing
now.
to be scared of. Nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Get over here. You started this.
I know I did.
Something is approaching.
Hi, Mariah. Can we help you?
Is it Mariah or Karen?
It's Mariah.
Why is it Mariah?
Mariah's the first one that dies.
Can you hear me?
My lines. Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. You put Anatoly through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that is water under the bridge now. Natoli's down here. Have some bread with us.
I'm not going forward till you come back. Madison did it.
They're always trying. They always try things like this.
Their anger concentrated near their grave leads to tricks and traps. You're not falling for this one.
Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here. Loaves of it. Fine. I won't stop you from finding down here. One piece of advice. Beware of Karen. She's ill beyond repair. Gregor will try to talk you out of reaching the room. Anatoly will try to cabin. And Karen will rip the flesh bones. We'll talk again. Thank you for... I didn't believe ever. You feel Mariah leaving. Go deeper into the abyss. Yay!
The walls down here, they're dirt and soot. Something is approaching. Glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking? Another trap. Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave. Mariah was worried sick about you. Tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? You just stood there while Karen took my limbs, doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when the light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me? You nod. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. That was enough to keep him at bay.
Meet again.
Beware, Karen. Feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. How deep is this staircase?
I go down to end.
The air pressure down here feels greater.
I think there's...
You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. It's whispering and I don't like it. Oh, thought you'd still be fending off that gluten Gregor right now. You tell Anatoly about meeting with Gregor. Oh, I was going to try to see if you wanted to pick onions with me. You shake your head. Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long and now you'll need to fend off Karen. I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. You ask Anatoly where Karen is. Oh, she's just below us, waiting to devour you. Karen's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she'll start with your arms? Down here, the whispers that told me about you. I can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sort of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karen might be alive down here, but you won't be. See you again soon. You feel Anatoly leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right. Right behind you, you feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch.
Hello.
Cabbage.
Come so far. Proud of you.
Cabbage. Cabbage.
As leader of Trumpets, I want to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens down here, just call out to us and we'll be there.
Oi.
Honest. Want to let you die down here.
I was about to say
When you least expect it, we'll roll with you. Ha ha ha.
you can't sneak up on me,
Raspberry.
but sneaking up on you? Extremely. Are you deaf? Raspberry.
That was pretty cruel, even for you. Your ears have so much dirt in them, they could probably grow potatoes. Want to work on those jokes, potato? Sure.
Weren't you hiding in the basement?
Circumstances have changed. I wouldn't miss a killing for the world.
Cabbage. Cabbage.
Just remember down here, you can call on us.
We'll help you out in a bind. And if you get lost here later, please avoid the room where it happened. I can't speak for the others, but I'd like to forget what happened there.
I don't think we'll ever forget that day, that potato. But thank you for coming along with us.
Oi, boy.
Well, I wouldn't call it a change of heart, because you really never had one, potato.
You should have brought it down here, but I'm glad you're here to help.
Wish I had a joke here, but what you did was no joking matter.
That's enough. Trumpets! Let's help out.
The Chopettes get in position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch.
Took you long enough. Let's end this, you might want to say. 'Cause it's fight. And,
Karen readies the knife. You're going to taste better than Gregor. Oh, damn.
you might want to turn down the music.
Should have never left Ukraine.
Trumpets. Hey, it's leader of the Trumpets. Can't leave you hanging. All of us are ready to help you out down here. I see you've ignored my warning to watch out for that knife. Please survive this fight. We want to play hide and seek again. Trumpets, help out. You gained 5 HP. You started to bleed. Are you talking to yourself again? Karen licks her lips. Will you fit in the cauldron? Hey, it's me!
Onion! No crying down here, okay? Let me look at those wounds. Blood, gross. Your eyes begin to water. What did I tell you about crying? You got this, champ. Good luck. Onion's word make you feel a little better, but only a little bit. You gain 5 hit points.
HP. This was an ideal time to talk to the Trumpets.
Karen
Karen
looks
looks confused though. She's confused.
Oh, dodge doesn't work.
Cut is deep. This will be neat to treat if you make it out alive.
Should have never left Ukraine. I don't really care who dies down here. You're both pretty awful. Good luck. Potato's words cut pretty deep. It does make you feel a little better, though.
Karen laughs. Won't be burying you.
I'm secretly everyone's favorite Chopette, but I owe this to my cousin Cornbread, Razzle. Point out that Razzle is one of Onion's relatives. Oh, it's getting harder and harder to recall any long-term memory. Is Onion my sibling? You shake your head. Oh, good luck. Fred, you gain 5 hit points. This is an ideal time to talk.
Hi, Raspberry.
Always, mem.
Always marry Raspberry was a lie created by Cabbage. You know me by now, and I've never acted merry. Correct? You nod. Are you going to devour the red-haired woman when you win? Or leave her corpse to stink up the basement? We both know your answer. Let's end this. You feel a flood of emotions from the chompettes. Anger, sadness, joy, determination. Your bones feel quicker, like your reflexes are improved. The chompettes have imbued a second wind inside of you. You get ready for Karen's next attack. Here's the story.
Got my knife back.
Shink shink.
I want my knife back. Karen quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left at the end. You're howling after her, but the room is pitch black here. The rot of decaying flesh here is nauseating. You can hear the small echoes of Karen's footsteps disappearing below, making this room feel enormous. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them. Being watched. The staircase in the center winds downwards, spiraling into the abyss. You're getting lightheaded again. Gravity almost gets the best of you a few times as you work your way down to the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you reach the bottom. The smell of mildew and something rotten makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of door frames in each direction. You head east, opening the door. Feel Karen's presence close by.
I'm Mariah.
It's Mariah.
Hi,
And
Nicole.
Tony.
Hi, Gregor.
Hi, Gregor.
Back together again.
Drowned and dissected. The Butcher of Hope has returned. Where's Karen?
Lost in the abyss.
Her rage blinds her. Ravenous, completely ravenous.
You will never be able to move on.
Bound to this cabin by you, she will never escape. Those that die in the cabin are bound to different rules. Fleeing west did nothing. Victims will always gravitate to this cabin.
Always find a way to you. You wretch.
Your domination.
Abomination.
You whore.
Turn on the light and savor in your infinity.
Turn on the light. Turn on the light.
Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown.
Raya. Only. Gregor. Karen. That's the sound of the light switch thing.
So, while the credits play and before we get the slide after scenes thing that popped up.
It was delicious.
So,
I liked it.
okay, there's multiple endings.
I figured there was multiple endings. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to get the multiple endings.
There is a DLC that is free. There's also Nightmare Mode, which that's just lore finding if you just wanna.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna look at all the spooky stuff. What time is it? 3:30. We gotta go. Yep. There's an Easter egg. Of course, there's Easter eggs. I had to put pants on. I don't want. Okay. Oh my god, all the kickback starters.
Find out in the
How'd you like our reading?
I liked it.
Yeah? Too bad nobody watched, but that's okay.
I didn't even.
Yeah?
Being
I think we make a good team, Maddie. And you. Almost done with the credit. Not done yet. Is the achievement unlocked?
Guess what? You're not done yet.
Of course not. Dot, 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 dot. You hear talking upstairs. Thieves? You grab your playing knife. Silently go up the stairs. You'll eat well tonight. The four look completely shocked at the sight of you. She doesn't look like she has the courage to speak.
We've been lost for days. Cabin is what we've seen. Can we stay here for a few nights?
no.
You clear your throat, ask the questions you've asked thousands of times.
On your own will?
What were you saying?
And
We were technically sent.
holy. Our own free will.
The woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in my cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you,
There.
as they should be.
Really just. Wasn't that trail steep?
Yeah. The group finally returns to normal. It's forced, but they attempt to save face. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace.
Oh,
Renee?
Rhina.
Who's Selena?
This is the start of the DLC. I don't know what. And
Check it out. More meat on those bones.
Alright, you might want.
What the fuck is going on? I just killed and ate a bunch of people and now I'm not. Alright, bye.
Called DLC. DLC.
What were the chunks?